it's question time. I'm on the hot seat. We're going to put the lights up a little bit. No, it's not. Oh yeah, I can see your lovely faces now. Alright. Where's the first question? I believe the head teacher wants to ask the first question. Here you are. If you want, do you want to stand? Do you guys want to stand up and ask your question? Then everybody can hear. Yeah. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Good. There are a number of Lea Manor students in the audience tonight, and I wondered if you would like to tell them what you were like at school.
Do you know what it is? I used to get really good reports, right? But the one thing that used to always be on the report, so they'd be like, Joe's really good in science, he's progressing really well, but he never shuts up. Always. Joe's really good in maths, but he never shuts up. Except I wasn't good in maths, but that's another story. But yeah, I loved being at school. I would go back tomorrow. I would love to go back to school tomorrow, like for a week, because I always think you have your best memories at school. You know, everything's so carefree. You don't have any responsibilities. There's no stress. And I just think I met some lifelong friends there, you know, that I'm still friends with now, and I had a really good experience at school. I know some people aren't as fortunate as me, but I loved school. So stick in, guys. I'm sure you hear that quite a lot. Who's next? Yeah, you at the back there. Do you want to stand up? Favourite song to perform? To record, did you say? To record. I'll tell you the hardest song to record was on the first album, Wide Awake, Ambitions. That was one of the hardest songs I've ever had to record, because really, previous to that, I'd never sang anything in falsetto, which is kind of singer's term for, you know, singing like higher than your head voice. And I remember it took probably about 7 hours to record it. Normally I can get a song done in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It took about 7 hours because I couldn't get this falsetto, and they were giving us all these techniques, but thankfully because of that I'm able to put falsetto in a lot of my songs now. So that was the hardest. Most enjoyable was probably Someone Wake Me Up off the first album. I remember getting such a buzz when I recorded that, because I kind of helped out with the melodies, and it was the one song on that album that were really kind of started from scratch. So Someone Wake Me Up. Who's next? Yes? Do you know, Jamie had a bet in the dressing room. Who was going to stand up and ask something about Simon Cowell first? He won the bet. Is he a ladies' man in what way? You what? In any way? I'm not sure, you'd have to ask him. You what? I will do. Any more questions?
You're so beautiful, will you marry me?
Do you know what my normal answer to this is? You must have read the papers. I would, yes. Who's next? Yes? Yes, I went, for those of you who don't know what she means by that, I went water skiing last week in Scotland with all the family, and I did mono ski, although it was for about 5 seconds, and I shot off the ski and then woke up the next day and felt like I'd been kicked by a horse, but yes, I did mono ski. Who's next? Yeah? I can't see the hand in the shadow. Can you turn that little light down up there, please? Tiny bit. Yes?
Joe, you've written songs for your new album.
Yes.
And we know you've written lyrics.
Yes.
Have you been involved in composing the music?
Yes, the song that me and Jamie wrote a song together, which is actually going to be on the album. And we came up with it, us two. I knew somebody was going to ask that. We'll see how the night pans out. Me and Jamie wrote a song together, and yeah, we came up with the music and the lyrics together. So I was kind of involved in it. The other ones, I did a few at a writing camp in London with some like really big songwriters, and some of them came in with melodies, some we kind of sat around together and did them. It was all kind of collaborations, but I really enjoyed writing, and kind of, you know, there's nothing better than finishing a song or starting a song from nothing, And then today I've been to the record label today, and hearing them finished is just, there's no feeling like it. It's incredible. Yes?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say where you went got Hugo.
Hugo. Hugo is my new pet rabbit. Basically, we're not allowed a dog. I'm just filling people in who don't know these intricate details. Hugo is a little baby rabbit. We're not allowed dogs in my family because everybody's allergic. So my mum walked in the house the other day with a bunny rabbit, tiny little baby rabbit, and she was like, there you go, there's a birthday present for your 21st. I know we can never have a dog, but I think she secretly likes it more than me. Because I've just been on the phone to her, she's not here tonight, I've been on the phone to her and she's like, oh, I've been holding it all day. And she claims she's allergic to animals, so you know, but yes, he's lovely.
He's got Twitter as well as we do.
He's got Twitter, I don't know who's the Twitter site for it, but he has Twitter. Yes, straight to top.
Obviously we know that you won X Factor. How did you make your transition from X Factor to opera star, from the pop star to opera star? Because we followed you all the time and voted for you all the time.
Basically what happened is, I've just finished the kind of promo trail of the first album, and it was just after Christmas. I'd been on a really, really long holiday. I'd been skiing in America, and my manager at the time, who I'm not with now, phoned us up and she said, oh, there's this offer coming to take part in this opera show, and she caught us at a really good time. It was so relaxed, didn't think anything. I was like, yeah, okay, when is it? In June time, she said, or something. And I thought, oh, well, I've got ages away. So I was doing small gigs around the country and things. And then the next thing I knew, I was in ITV's main office block, being told by like full-on opera coaches that basically I couldn't sing. Like, forget what you've learned before, that's all wrong, you're going to damage your voice that way, and blah, blah, blah. And I literally learned everything from scratch. It was like going to the gym every day. I was in there for like singing 3 hours a day, every day. But without that show, you know, I did a tour at the end of last year, and the stamina I got from the vocal training was just like incredible. You know, I've never ever been able to, I suppose, I don't know how to say it, like, I can sing for a long, long time now without it affecting my voice, whereas before, you know, if I sang 3 gigs in a row, it would really affect my voice. So it was incredible, and it was nice to be able to record some of the opera tracks as well, and include them on the album, because everybody seemed to really enjoy them on the show. Anybody else? Let's have a look. Yes?
Do you want the head off when you receive my letters?
No, I don't. I don't. I really enjoy getting fan. It's always hard. I really enjoy receiving mail and getting fan mail. It's hard to reply to it all, but I do get it all, and I do read it and see it all. And no, I love it. You guys give me the first hand of what you want. Do you know what I mean? Without you guys buying the albums, come to shows, I wouldn't be able to do what I love to do so much. So I kind of want to give you what you want to hear. So the fan mail, I get a good thing from that. Twitter, I always find, and although you might not think, I do actually listen. Yeah. Just sometimes it's not always, there's higher people up than me sometimes, so I have to listen to them sometimes. Yes?
How do you feel like last time you watched it?
I haven't watched it for a while, but I'll tell you what I did watch the other day. We were rehearsing for this, and Jimmy asked us to play the climb, just to kind of get the instrumental bit and work it all out. And I watched the video and I was like, oh my god. Like, I still can't believe that I get to do this as a job. Where in that kind of video, covers it all, it shows you right from the beginning, and I just look so young. And like behind my eyes, I can see I'm a bit like a rabbit in the headlights. I can see it now, you know, like I was like, whoa, what is going on here? So that was probably the last time I've seen something related to that, and it was kind of eye-opening a bit. Yes?
Going back to your voice, when you were with the pop star to opera star, you learned a different way of using your voice. Where are you now with your voice? Because you do pop and you do some classical. Can you just change from one to the other, or have you found the middle level with your voice now?
The thing is you can't sing, you have to change your voice to sing in opera. So if you came to the tour last year, didn't you? Yeah, well, you noticed the show was kind of like a split in half, and it changed. And it had to, because there's certain songs you can't go straight into a classical song with. You know, like Ambition, something like Ambition. There's no way on earth you would get back into it, because your voice is up. It's kind of like how to explain, it's like a level of an office block, and Ambitions, it's at the top, and then for something like Canto della Terra, it's got to be right down there, and everything's got to be open. So the set list had to be really cleverly kind of orchestrated to fit the vocals of each song, but we didn't read it. What I'll tell you now is, I sang Until the Stars Run Out, and then I went straight into kind of like a classical song. It was To Where You Are, but I used to be backstage like on the floor, not being able to breathe, because I'd just done a full-on dance routine. And yeah, I would just be like, I can't breathe. And it would be like, calm down, Joe, drink some water. And so yeah, maybe next time I wouldn't do a dance song before I went into a big ballad. Yeah, I mean, I've got the balance now, so I know how to sing an opera song, so I put that kind of technique in. And for a pop song, you can kind of sing a pop song in the opera style, it just gives you more movement and room to breathe, but sometimes you have to be careful, because with an opera song, obviously, you'll hear there's a lot more vibrato, and with pop songs, it's kind of softer and sweeter, so you have to orchestrate it carefully. Yes? Yeah, I mean, you know, she was actually, I'll tell you a little secret. We were actually going to sing together on my homecoming in Newcastle. You know, when everybody on the Mentos go back to their own hometowns, we were going to sing together, and it didn't end up happening due to rehearsal times and things like that. But yeah, I'd love to. You know, she's doing amazingly well, and she's a genuinely lovely lady, so it would be a pleasure to work with her. Yes? Yeah, I mean, you know, the new album doesn't have, at the minute, we're talking about maybe putting, oh yeah, it does have, it has one Italian song on the new album. Yeah, it does. Sorry, I do forget these things. But yeah, I'll always, you know, that the songs that I've done in the past are a part of my repertoire now, so they'll always be put into shows. And I have to admit, every time I put a set list together, it's a lot harder than probably most singers, because I have so many different styles of songs and so many of different albums. It is quite hard to. And you know, sometimes I think, well, if I do that one, they won't hear this one. But I will still sing them. And we were talking about a day. I'm getting wrong because I'm answering too many questions. We were talking about a day. You know, maybe recording some of the songs on the album that aren't necessarily classical, but in Italian as well. So watch out, watch this space. We've got one more question. One more. Yes. Yes. We're going to do another session, so don't worry. Everybody will get a question.
Are you going to release a duet with Dionne Warwick with World Hunger Stop?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Dionne that one. But it was an absolute honour to sing with her. I've never met somebody so famous and had such an amazing, incredible career that's so humble. You know, she just came in, sat down on one of like the music wedges, like one of the stage cases, and just totally blended in with everybody else, and just genuinely passionate about music. And I think that's something really special to kind of look up to. I would love it to be a single and be released, but you know, it's one of those things. It's somebody else's song. It's all these things. If I could do it tomorrow, I would do it. It has been talked about, so we'll see what happens. Yeah.